Alright fellas, here we're back in Pokemon Masters, and today we're going to be looking just at a little overview of what we could potentially be getting for the Datamine that is probably going to be coming out on the 29th of January, 30th in summer? Nah, I don't think it'd be the 30th anywhere. Yeah, but 29th, on Monday, we should be getting a Datamine. I don't see it happening on the 30th, and I definitely don't see it happening on the 31st, because they did announce, I should have pulled up the stuff a bit ago, but I didn't. That we'll be getting the new content, the new battle content that will be replacing the Battle Viola on sometime in late January, which means at the latest it would be the 31st. They tend to have a gap day between Datamine stuff, so it wouldn't be the 30th because that is too close to the 31st. 29th is, for one, our last day because it didn't happen today. 27th and 28th are weekends, and they never happen on weekends because of work days and whatever. And then the 29th, it would be the only realistic option. So I would definitely don't expect the 30th or 31st. 29th, your only last option for the Datamine day. So put that on your calendar, whatever you want to do. I will be reacting to the Datamine information and hopefully having that up when I actually end up, waking up. But no promises there because I do have classes and I leave at about 50 minutes after I end up actually waking up. So I'll probably try and wake up a little bit earlier for the Datamine stuff and get the reaction to that out. But then I'll have to go to class and then do the stuff, the overviews for the kits afterwards, so keep that in mind. But I kind of just wanted to talk about what we could be getting for February and mostly, Palentines and stuff like that, but really, I want to think about the run-up to the 4.5 anniversary. That's what's really interesting to me, for two reasons. For one, obviously, it is the anniversary coming up, and for the run-ups, they tend to have good stuff, such as rerunning events, or just rerunning good characters, that type of stuff. But they also tend to do stuff for Pokemon, the Pokemon Presents that happens on Pokemon Day, which is, I think, February 27th, right? Where last year they ended up announcing, the Galar Trio, because we had the Datamine a little bit earlier than that. I think so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. We had the Galar Birds Datamine the day before. Pokemon Presents happened. Then we got the official announcement of that, and they also announced the Triple Champions here. Or not Triple Champions, the Champion Select ticket, which had like 6 champions in it. Lance, Steven, Cynthia, Ulrus. I combined Alder and Iris. Alder, Iris, Diantha, I think. I may be forgetting someone, but I'm pretty sure those are the Pokefairs that it had in it. And then obviously they had the regular banners as well. That's what was announced on Pokemon Day. And we should expect something similar to that. Obviously, we knew from the February Datamine what we were going to be getting for the run-up already. But of course, again, and officially announcing the anniversary sync pairs, the 4.5 anniversary sync pairs, is something that's probably going to happen again. So I could definitely see them doing something again where we get like a Champion Select ticket or something. We did get the Champion Select ticket this time for the 4.5, for the not 4.5, the 3.5, and then for the 4th anniversary, we got a Lodge Select ticket between N, Raihan, and Marnie. So we could see something like that again. For the I don't think we got anything for the 3rd anniversary. I could be wrong. I could just be forgetting. But we did have, I think a little bit prior to that, we had a select for Ash, where he made his debut, not in the game as playable, but he had a little event around him, I think like a month prior, that had a selection option of a lot of older Pokefairs, like Gloria, I think was in it, Alder, Cynthia, Lance. I think some of these older characters were most of them were in it. It was like 7 or 8 characters total. So you could have counted that for the 3rd anniversary. And then for the 2.5, we got ourselves the free Kanto Trio selection with the introduction of Victory Road, which is still obviously a permanent event. So I could definitely see, again, another sort of Pokefair free ticket thing for the 4.5. I don't know really what your best options are. Obviously, we don't know what it'll be, but I would say it's probably going to be yet another selection of older characters. Obviously, if it is a select, then if they do characters like Signasuit Cynthia, wherever she is, she would be... I'm blind right there. Signasuit Cynthia, regular Cynthia, Lance here. They are probably your best options because obviously they got themselves the 5 out of 5 tiles and the horizontal grid expansion. They've got all of those. Out of all of your options, I'd say Lance may be your best total pick because he's probably the best with the minimal amount of dupes. He's amazing at 3 out of 5. Granted, Cynthia and both of these guys are as well, but Lance can even function at 2 out of 5 if you just want him for DPS. He does lack critical eye and he does get only ramp up, but he can do something, I guess. But if you want like total self-sufficiency with a good character, at 3 out of 5 you can use this Cygnus, Cynthia, and Como here. Though she, if you don't care about a lack of damage, you do get complete self-sufficiency with her pretty much at 2 out of 5. So no real issue there. And then Cynthia, I would say she kind of just, yeah, I'd say she needs 3 out of 5. You get Sandblast and Super Duper Effective 5 and Surging Stand 2, but I don't really know how much that's helping you outside of ground weak stages. But yeah, those are probably your best picks if they do have those characters. I could see, obviously, a lot of these older characters. They could go ahead and give you, like, up to Diantha and Iris. I could also potentially see them doing something like up to Ingo and Emmett. Like, they may add these two in it, which would definitely be really, really good. Obviously, Ingo is still really solid with being able to set sand and whatnot. Emmett's a solid rock striker, at least relative to their release. Ingo is definitely falling off a little bit more because of general bulk, I guess you could say. But he's definitely not bad for sure, 100%. But yeah, really, there's a pretty big selection they could potentially give us for that ticket. Looking more at the other events that released during this half-anniversary run-up for last year, we ended up also getting the Leon and Charizard rerun. We ended up getting these, obviously the Part 2 of the Kalos Villain arc here, and then the 100 Sync Pairs, all of that stuff, right? They rerun all of Leon's stuff as well as the... I don't remember if this was a new Extreme Battle event. I think it was actually... I think it was new. I could be wrong, though, because I think it was centered more around his Max move, because he got the Dynamax upgrade last year. I don't think they'll center around a specific rerun character again this year, but I do think that there is a possibility at some specific reruns. They may rerun the 2nd anniversary Sync Pairs again. I think that it would happen. It's been about a year since they last rerun, so maybe they would just do that trio rerun and be done with it. Not that it would net profit much, because those characters are not really all that great anymore, but who knows? I don't know. I could see them... I don't think they would rerun Datamine and Irida yet. I think they'll probably save those for a little bit later. They could rerun the Neo Champion Galar Trio. Of course, that would be a massively hype rerun. But it would be about 11 months since release, so I don't know if they would realistically do that. It will be pretty much a year for the most part, just like 11 months and 2 or 3 weeks. So basically a full year. I don't know. They could do the Galar Trio Master Fair reruns for the half-anniversary run-up. I could see that as a possibility, but I could also see them just rerunning another batch of older Master Fairs for sure. Maybe, like, if they don't rerun the 2nd anniversary trio, they could potentially rerun just a big bundle of random Master Fairs, so to speak. I don't know. Maybe throw in, I don't know, Signasuit Chris. Very, very random, I know. But like Signasuit Chris, Signasuit Renegade Cynthia, and then Signasuit Lucamine or something like that. Just a random batch of Master Fairs. But I think, if anything, is the most likely options. I'm trying to remember what Master Fairs released in what order, and it's kind of messing with my brain a little bit. Obviously, we wouldn't get the 3rd anniversary reruns because we just got them, and I think they're going to be up for a decent bit of time. We wouldn't get... Yeah, I think the most obvious, the most likely reruns are probably the Galar Trio or the 2nd anniversary trio again, because we got the Frogs, Neo Champion Caleb and Serena back in, like, what, October and November, I think, were the months. So, yeah, I don't think those would happen. But overall, it's not really that... we could get some good reruns. The Galar Trio would be an amazing rerun for sure. All of them are still really, really good for sure, so keep that in mind. 100 free Sync Pairs, this will probably just... I don't know who this would contain. I think it'll contain all of them? All the fucking... What do you call them? Spotlights? Or maybe not, because I don't know if... Did it contain Hue and Colress? It might not have, so if it doesn't contain Hue and Colress, or didn't contain Hue and Colress, this will probably just include up to Drasna and Olympia. So no Lenora, Ryuki. There was another one, I'm quite certain. I'm forgetting Spotlights. How am I forgetting Spotlights? I have to think about that one. God damn it, I'm bad at this, clearly. General pool, that's where you are. Going up to the general pool, no, just Lenora and Ryuki. Okay, well, hey, I'm not as bad as remembering as I thought I was anyway. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you could also, they're also going to probably rerun some events. We're going to get the Psychic High Score event in March, so not in February. For the Palentine's event, obviously there's a lot of food-based Pokemon. I did want to look this up. I could potentially see them actually giving Nemona a Palentine's ult. I know it would be probably a little bit odd, but Nemona and Dash Bun, Makes plenty of sense. They've obviously got a lot of Paldean Pokemon they can work with, so if they don't want to give any Paldean Pokemon to Paldea trainers, they could just give them to any random trainer. Like back when Palentine's Dawn released, they gave her Alchemy. Obviously, Serena had Whimsicott, which is a Gen 5 Pokemon, that type of stuff. But you could also definitely, for sure, think about maybe Vanillix being an ice cream Pokemon. Slurpuff, I think, is with Catherine, if I remember right, so we may not see anything relating to Slurpuff. Yeah, Slurpuff is with Catherine. So really, it's just that there's a lot of different options. They could go for Applin or Flapple. Probably not Hydrapple. I think it's a little bit too early for them to actually be able to use Hydrapple, but I'd say they probably have the ability to use base game Scarlet and Violet Pokemon, so maybe Tatsugiri. I don't know why they do Sushi for Palentine's event. So something that's like Vanillix or Dashbun, maybe Arboliva. I think that's how you say that Pokemon's name. I really don't remember. Maybe Cherubi or Cherim. They could have a good gimmick. Cherubi and Cherim are kind of nice, and obviously being cherries, kind of a sweeter fruit. Who knows, right? So there's a lot of different food-based Pokemon you could go with for sure for those Palentine's alts. I don't know who they're going to do. You'll never know. It's going to be 2 female characters. That's about the best you can say. Last year it was Mallow and Elisa, 2 characters that could be pretty much farther apart, other than like saying one was a male. That would be even farther apart, but that's about it. And then you look at Palentine's with Dawn and Serena. Those are 2 protagonists, but again, that's not a trend. We got, what, B and Marnie for 2022? Yeah, 2022. So those are 2 Gala characters, but these 2 were pretty much unrelated. I mean, I guess you could say like gym leader / trial captain. So maybe it'll be a pairing of characters. Like, obviously we had 2 protagonists, then we had 2 Gala characters, then we had 2... gym leader / trial captain, so you could think of whatever theme skills they have, maybe 2 characters from a specific region, 2 characters of a specific tag, like maybe Elite 4 or something, like maybe Palentine's like Karen and the Phoebe or something. Well, we already got Phoebe all, didn't we? Yeah, that's right. I don't know, maybe like Caitlyn and Karen or something. Who knows? Really, it just depends what they want to do. Maybe Lorelei, because Lorelei does need an alt, really. Kahili, these type of characters. Maybe they'll do a pairing, maybe they won't. It's really just completely up in the air. But it'd be 2 female characters, probably with more food-based type of Pokemon. Obviously, Togetic and this is Togekiss, but obviously Togetic is not food-based, but it is an egg, so I mean, kind of is. But also, who knows? Whimsicott, I don't think Whimsicott's food-based. I think it's just cotton. So I don't think there's any food aspect to that. And then Marnie, obviously, she got a Mawile, which Mawile was more for like the cute sake. So you could also think that they would be like a fairy Pokemon, like a cute type of Pokemon. B did give Vanillix. I forgot about that. I hate the Palentine's B. I like B as a character, but bro, I hate Palentine's B. That character sucks. So I guess no Vanillix this year. Maybe Vanillish or Vanillite, but yeah, I digress. Other than that, I mean, I don't really know. They could definitely release someone like Arven for the 4.5, because I do think that the 4.5 is going to be Paldea-centered. I think it could be protagonists, or it could be the professors, and I think Arven could be either a run-up to that, or he would be a part of the tradition himself. So I could see them, again, releasing another Paldean character or 2 for the later end of the month. You would have a rerun, and then you would also have the release of a Paldea character to be like, hey, here on the Pokemon Presents, we got ourselves this introduction of this Paldean character. It doesn't have to be someone like super popular, well, quote unquote super popular. It could be another gym leader. It could be like Katie, Tulip. I have to think of the gym leaders. Brassius, one of those, right? I don't think they would do. Who was that? I think they wouldn't do. I don't know. I can't think of it. I don't think they would do like Larry or the Elite Four or anything like that, or Gita. Maybe they would do Gita. Gita could make sense. So maybe they would do a hype character. Who knows? Maybe drop Pokefair Gita with the fucking the toxic thing. What the hell is that thing called again? Glomora. Drop Gita and Glomora. Who knows? And then use that as a run-up for the 4.5 where they drop Arven and the professors or something like that. You never know what's going to happen. So I think that Paldea could be a character, one or 2 Paldean characters they could drop for the run-up to the 4.5 to then lead into a Paldean 4.5 anniversary. Who knows? And then other than that, I mean, you may get like a rerun of a villain event here and there, because we did get the rerun of Sinnoh this month. I forgot what we got last month, really. I don't really care all that much either. Maybe, I think, what was it, Kalos maybe? No, I don't remember. Again, no clue. But we'll probably get some rerun event. Obviously, the rerun of the old Palentine's event that featured Elisa and Mallow. Yeah, pretty much it, really. So we're going to get to the Palentine's event with 2 female characters. We're going to get probably a new Pokefair or 2 either related to the 4.5, or they would just be a group by themselves, kind of like Eugene and Silver. They weren't leading up to anything. They were just 2 by themselves. Or, you know, I don't know, in Grusha, they didn't really lead up to much. Maybe in the long run, but not directly, right? That type of stuff. And then obviously for the run-up, we'll probably get ourselves another select thing. We'll probably get a rerun of a Master Fair, Duo, or Trio, and then a rerun of their events and Extreme Battles and that type of stuff and all of that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts for what we could potentially see for the February Datamine. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Let me know what you think we're personally going to be getting. I guess drop your predictions for who you think you're going to get for Palentine's and the new Poke Fairs or Spotlights or whatever they drop. And, yeah, I'll see you all later. Hope you all enjoyed.